Like, how are you doing today? Got a mouthful of food, can't even talk.
I'm doing pretty good. Had work, finished with that. Been watching Carnival Row all day. Hella good show.
What?
Check it out.
You like that show?
You don't?
No, I watched like the first two episodes of it. It's too white for me. Too white and old
Sleep.
school.
Sleep.
So you like it?
Yeah. I mean, I think they do a really good job of tackling like race issues, like
Really?
race versus race.
Oh, because it's fairies and humans, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it puts it in a perspective where people can sort of remove themselves from it, like real people can sort of remove themselves from it, see it with clear eyes, I think. But I don't think most people will take it that way. Most people would just be like, oh, it's a show.
So did you watch what was that called? Um what is that called? Oh, Lord of the Rings that was on Amazon Prime.
I watched that too. Yeah.
Really?
hmm
I got like past episode 5 and I just couldn't anymore.
So what I'm hearing is that you're not a real geek, because like this is like peak geek culture that's coming out on TV, and you just saying fuck it.
No, I didn't say just F it because I tried to do it, but you're talking about I'm not a real geek because I didn't even because I tried to do something. You haven't even tried to watch The Last of Us. Let's talk about that. Like we do in
That's
every
that's one
episode.
that's one thing I've mentioned too. And like Grandmaster
And
Yoda
I
said, there is
and
no try, do or do not.
no, and I tried Carnival Row, but why should I watch something for
Do
it?
or do not. That's what Yoda said. He didn't say
Do or
try.
do
He
not.
said do or do not.
Do or
I
do not, young
should
Padawan.
not have
There
to
is
watch
no try.
something for 8 or 10 or 12 hours of my life if I'm not enjoying the process. Because then
Well,
I
now we
wouldn't
got this
really.
podcast, and apparently it's a requirement because I gotta watch The Last of Us, so you
Yes.
gotta watch Carnival Row and the Lord of the Rings show.
No,
So
because I
hop
did
to
watch
it.
them.
Hop, hop
You haven't
to
even
it.
tried
Hop
them.
to it.
You haven't even tried them, DeMarcus. You
Lamonte,
have
how
to
you doing?
try them.
Lamonte,
No,
how you
no,
doing, bro?
Laronte. No, Laronte. We still
Yeah,
on you, DeMarcus. You have to
Lamonte, how are
try
you
The
doing?
Last of Us. You have
Man,
to
with his double
try it. You
standard,
haven't even
trying to
tried it
run
yet.
shit.
You haven't tried the game
Nah,
that's
fuck
been out
that.
for over a decade. You haven't tried the TV show that's critically acclaimed across all the critics.
Both of
You
these
haven't
shows are
tried it.
critically acclaimed. Both of these shows have won Emmys.
Okay.
What Last of Us got?
Has Carnival Row won any
It,
enemies?
The Last of Us has you. That's it. Lamonte, how you doing?
Just me? Just me? Are you not on all of Geek Twitter, all of Geek, like everything Geek has been saying, The Last of Us for the past decade? You're the late one. All that I'm saying is try it. One episode, play 1 hour of the game. You haven't even done one, either one of those things because you're such a contrarian. I have tried Carnival and I've tried The Last of Us. You just
Is
want
that
to be
even a word?
Contrarian.
contrarian. Sorry, wordsmith, but you're such a contrarian. You don't even want to do it. That's not fair to nobody in geekdom. I tried them. I tried them. I couldn't get through them. All right, Lawrence, how are you doing? Because this is about to make me mad. Let me drink my wine cooler.
Oh man, don't do that, man. Yeah, it's
Sound like you mad already.
yeah, definitely sound like some feathers have been ruffled. But I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Can't complain. How you doing, Jared?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great because what I do is I try all of these geek TV shows and all these geek things. I always try the first episode of a new comic book series. I always try things. I always reach out and I see if I like it. But DeMarcus is, I think that doing the research for this episode has got me really upset. I think that that's what it is.
Yeah, that'll do that to you. I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Put you on edge. Feel like everybody's the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, because like anyways. Is there anything else we need to talk about, or should we just go ahead and get right into it? Because, oh yeah,
I mean, y'all are
uh,
always real shallow with y'all. How you doing? It's like we don't know. I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. What y'all been doing today? What's happened since last time we talked?
nothing. We just talked 2 days ago.
Well, not to the viewers and listeners. They don't know, so I get it. I'm doing pretty good. You know, family's doing great. Work's doing okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We got.
Last time you was saying how you selling
Oh,
million.
hey man. Real estate's one of those. It's peaks and valleys, and you know what I'm saying. I'm climbing out of a valley. I'm still doing well. You know, we still have stuff under contract. It's just I like to keep constantly getting stuff on my books. You know, so when I knock out this in April, I'll have something in the pipeline for
Ready
May.
to go in May. Yeah.
Right. Because that's what's been happening. Like I knocked out 2 in February, and then March ain't have shit. Or I had clients I was working with.
Shit, March ain't over, bro. March, you got what? 7 more days? You got another week.
But yeah, it takes like around 30 days to close on a house though. From initial offer and stuff like that. Yeah, right. So if I ain't put nobody under contract, I mean I put folks under contract in March. It's just during February as I was closing, I didn't have anybody put it in contracts for March. So like I said, I got 2 in March. So that was in April. So now I'm close some now towards the end of March. So I have some. You know, it's just a cycle.
You got to open up some shit now to close in May, and then you got to get ready to open up some shit in April to close in. Well,
yeah, you feel me? Exactly.
Open up in May to close.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. So that's just the constant keep on making some shit happen. So
excuse me.
So
LaRonta, it's been going pretty good though. It's been going pretty good. Oh, something you want to say?
Yeah. So as a dad of 2 very young and impressionable girls, how do you feel about this TikTok ban?
I'm personally, it's one of those things. I can talk about this all day, being as how I have a 1-year-old and a, almost 13-year-old. She's turning 13 next month. With social media, that kind of came out when, of course, when I was in middle school and high school, but Instagram didn't come out to my freshman year in college. And that's when Facebook took it to another level, Instagram took it to a whole another level. And, TikTok, it's another one. Snapchat, TikTok, it's like levels to it. So it's crazy how the Instagram's version, or sorry, US version of TikTok is different than the international version. Like in China or Japan, they can only look at certain things at certain ages. Whereas over here, it's like, hey, everybody looking at everything all the time. So it's not as censored. And that's one of my red flags that like, hey, it's not censored. So even if she's on a kid's side, like a kid's, let's say, page, because TikTok just throws so many random different things at you, their algorithm's so crazy. Who knows? She can get some and she has some random stuff that isn't age appropriate for her. Has come across, and I'm Mr. Take that phone as a parent. Y'all learn that's kind of the only, as they get older, that's the only power you have is that phone. That's the only punishment that'll suffice is taking that phone. Everything else is null and void. We can't go outside. Okay, I'm go outside anyway. Well, you can't do this. You get that phone. So she actually just got her phone back because she got a little bit. It wasn't because of social media, but that'd be one of the first things I take away. But yeah, I'm like I don't mind her on TikTok and all like that. Like, but it's got to be a guided thing. And then with every child having a phone at 5 and 6, because there's nothing for you to upgrade and give your child your old iPhone or your old Android or whatever, So these kids are getting phones younger and younger and younger, and they're having access to it. So as parents, it's one of those things. Yeah, we have to blame the companies, but I'm ultimately the type of parent I am. I'm gonna, hey, look at the house first. What are y'all doing in the house? Because y'all, of course, you want the forces outside to be good and nurture your kids and stuff like that. But I feel like the responsibility it starts at home. So if you don't want your kids on the app, simple, just delete the fucking app. Put an app on your phone, like a child restrictive app, that says they can't download this, they can't download that, and go about it that way. If you're so concerned. But I don't like parents who are always blaming everybody else for like how their kid turns out. Like, my kid's like this, like that. I mean, who bought the fucking iPhone? Who pays the Wi-Fi bill? Your ass do. So control that shit.
So you don't use the parental controls, like how we can restrict certain, like you
I'm
can
not even
only
gonna
be
cap,
on
and
there.
that's one of my biggest problems. So like, all I did though was with T-Mobile. I got a thing with them where she can't even get on TikTok, Google. She can't do anything really, unless she's on Wi-Fi, and then she can do it. But in regards to T-Mobile, they don't let her do none of that crap.
Dang.
But
But
she's
like,
older now. She's 13. She's gotten better, but
yeah,
it
she's
was like,
13.
yeah,
But
13 next month.
but like there are like family controls that like lets a parent limit how long their child can be like on TikTok, like how many hours they could be on there a week or whatever.
Right.
So you don't do none of that.
No, I really know. I said I just take that phone. I'm not even gonna cap.
Uh,
I'm not even gonna cap. Like I could be take it to that next level with the youngest. I might, but with her, like
I mean,
when
there's
she's at
gonna be
school.
something new by then.
Well, yeah, right. But when she's at school, that phone's mine. She has her tablet at school, and she used that for like her online assignments. So after she gets home from her swim practice, I'll give her phone for a couple hours, if that, 8 to 10. So that's literally 2 hours, and I get it right back because I don't let her have her phone while she sleep.
So when are you gonna give your 1-year-old her first tablet?
I mean, it's one of those things. So at her aunt's house, like I said, you upgrade a phone. They so one of her aunts upgraded their phone. So at her house, she has an iPhone already. Her own tablet. I'm not tripping because these kids need YouTube.
Yeah.
My youngest I love about her, she's actually picking up on sign language. So she has about 15. She has about 15 things she can sign. From friends to more to hungry, mama, dad. She can sign those things, and she learned them all through YouTube videos. So YouTube can be positive. Now, do I want a tablet, baby? I don't want one, but it's kind of inevitable. So she's still
Yes.
active, and I'm gonna definitely keep her active. But because I'm still like relatively young, so I'm not like, oh, my child ain't gonna never do this and do that. Man, it's my second time around, so I kind of know the game a little bit to an extent. Shit's constantly changing, but
I mean, I think that like you have a child with this 1-year-old that is, and I guess your 13-year-old is transitioning from the information age that was like the internet to the intelligence age, which is like artificial intelligence and all of that
Oh,
stuff. So I think that well, I'm not a parent, but uh it may be imperative for all children to be, on the top of, this new age that's coming into everything,
yeah, because that shit is crazy as hell. Because like I said, I volunteer at my daughter's school. I sub sometimes, in case a teacher needs to go, let's say a doctor's appointment or a family emergency. I kind of cover for folks, so I had to sub for the math class.
Mm,
And I passed
mm.
out the assignments, passed out whatever. We got the one class. Everybody is struggling, but one kid's turning his in. I'm like, okay. And this is a level of math, hey, it's a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm up to algebra two. Algebra two after that, you know what I'm saying? After that, it's like, hey, I don't want to say that dub because how kids are. Once you say something wrong one time, they're
Yeah.
gonna fry your ass up every time they see you. So I was like, hey, I forget the kid's name. Like, hey, can you come to the board and figure it out? And it's like, oh, he don't know. He be cheating. He be using the app so wide.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like,
All
yeah,
right, well, Jerry, let's how you doing, man? If you care to
yeah. I'm sorry.
elaborate on how
Yeah,
your
bro.
kid,
Come
how
on,
you
come on.
I'm doing fine. Nothing new.
You got to make
that's it.
something new.
That's it, Jerry. Tell us what's old then. What's still the same? What you still working on?
I mean, I'm still working on various marketing projects. I had, a couple more interviews today.
Uh-oh.
And I'm
Okay, okay.
still, still doing everything. I mean, I don't ever leave the house because first it's pollen season. I think I mentioned that last time. And outside's expensive. Like I went to get groceries the other day. I swear, like I went on Tuesday. There's nothing in my house to eat today, which is Friday, and I spent over $100. And I don't understand.
Yeah.
All I have,
What you be buying?
I bought some fruit. I bought some like some things to like prepare. And now I'm just eating like day old, well, not day old, but like almost a week old meat. And I have nothing like new in my kitchen to eat. I don't even have no snacks.
Oh, so
I
you
don't
got
buy any
food in
snacks.
there, just not new food.
I mean, like I got fruit, but everything I got was like, you could only prepare like 1 or 2 meals with, and then it's done. Like, and I spent over $800 in groceries. I didn't even get like any juice. I got like a case of water, and it was still over $100. So yeah.
You got a faucet. What you buying water for?
Because I don't drink water out the faucet. First of all,
you ain't got no filter?
No, I drink spring filtered water from Fiji. I don't drink
That's why it's $100.
That's why this man buying $30 pack of Fiji water. It's only 6 bottles, 12 ounces.
Okay. I'll be for real. I buy spring water from the Deer Park, and it's only like $5 or $6.
Deer Park water tastes like a deer done stepped in it already. Like,
it doesn't taste.
It's not good.
It don't taste that bad.
That bad. You heard that qualifier?
It doesn't taste bad at all. But but yeah, I'm just these grocery prices. Somebody gotta do something about that. DeMarcus, why don't you get on that instead of going to work out? Something that could actually help humankind instead of like
when I buy groceries, I have enough to last me for a couple of weeks, and I'll spend $100.
Yeah, what
I think like I always buy me a pack of chicken. I always like a value pack, like a family size pack. And I'll cook that up, and I buy me some kale. I buy a couple of bundles of kale, some mushrooms, maybe like a half pound of mushrooms. And then I always have like some rice on hand. Like I usually don't have to buy rice except for maybe like every other month or something like that. Cause I buy the value size family pack of rice. So have me some rice and kale for like lunch every day. I might eat out one time a week. Buy some sandwich meat, some cheese, buy some potatoes. We got hash browns. Shoot.
You don't buy any bacon or eggs or milk?
Nah, I don't buy. Like when I do buy milk, I buy lactose free milk. It lasts a bit longer.
Same.
Yeah, and then I only buy like half a gallon. But I don't drink milk that often too. So
no bread.
Yeah, I got bread. And the bread lasts. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got bread. I said I had some. Excuse me, but I don't have to buy bread every week though.
So you're buying these value packs from Whole Foods?
Like Safeway or Whole Foods is where I go for my vegetables. Okay. Buy your vegetables and your fruit from Whole Foods because it's cheap.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that was good with DeMarcus's coupon corner. So let's play some good music, run an ad from somebody who isn't sponsoring us yet, and go on with the show. All right, and we are back with this episode today. I was kind of mad at the beginning during our cold open, but I am really mad now because I'm thinking about it again. We are going to talk about how horrible, how just a bad person, how racist Bruce Wayne is. We just got to talk about it because Bruce Wayne, Batman, he's just an overall no good, very bad, horrible person. And he needs to be stopped immediately. So first, I want to do something a little bit different instead of asking y'all at the end. Loranto, what are, because you don't read the comics, you don't, I don't think you're as knowledgeable on this subject as me and DeMarcus. So what are your initial thoughts on Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, so it's two guys, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, or his regular regular ego as opposed to the alter ego. Yeah, with Bruce Wayne, it's like he's cool. You know, he gets shit done. Everybody has superpowers. He doesn't. So he's like, you know, one of the world's best detectives. So, you know, he's I feel like he could get more done as Bruce Wayne, but you know, he got unresolved parental issues. So he's trying to figure that shit out. Midnight, you know what I'm saying, beating up on any and everybody. But go ahead, Jared.
So first, I'm not going to rehash the things I said because there are a lot of similarities between Bruce Wayne and my first episode with Professor Xavier. There are a lot of similarities. Like, for instance, he treats people horribly. We know that. He treats Superman horribly, Wonder Woman horribly, the full Justice League and his Bat family. He treats them horribly. He's terrible at relationships, both romantic and his family relationships. Another similarity is he drafts children for his war on crime. We already know this. That's a horrible thing.
The war on drugs. Shout out to drugs for winning the war on drugs, y'all.
Something else that he did that Professor X did is that he actually went and had plans to destroy other members of the Justice League, random metahumans. He had plans to do this sort of thing.
As soon as he meets you, he start making a plan to get rid of you.
Yeah. And
just in case.
And it got in the hands of Ra's al Ghul, who, you know, enacted on them. And he even
and made them more deadly too.
He made them more deadly. And then this is in the latest comic book. Batman had a fail-safe for if he ever killed somebody, which he has killed multiple people, and we'll get to that later. Have a fail-safe to kill him. But what happened is the fail-safe, which was his robot, it actually killed like the members of the Justice League. Well, it didn't kill them, but it effectively stopped the members of the Justice League. It got into the Fortress of Solitude. It went into outer space. And now in the comic books, Batman is currently trapped in an alternate dimension because he was running from this artificial intelligence, which goes to show you that Batman crafts these unstoppable forces and that have no fail-safe to be destroyed.
Right.
He's also a terrible father, and we've seen that with Damian.
Did he know about Damian from the get-go?
No, he didn't know about Damian.
Exactly. So,
but that doesn't mean that you can be a terrible father. That doesn't mean anything. If you know somebody's your kid, then you have to decide if you want to be a good dad or a bad dad.
Yeah, but after you learn about him, sure.
Yeah.
And once he found out,
after he found out, I think Damian turned out a lot better after spending time with Bruce.
No, it wasn't Bruce. It was actually Dick. Because once he found out Batman, he had to go away on a mission or something. And Dick Grayson actually took up the mantle of Batman. And he was shepherding, consoling, being that sympathetic person that Damian needed after years. Well, he's only 8. Well, after his years of being with the Assassin's Guild.
He's only 8.
Yeah, with the years of being with the Assassin's Guild. So Dick was the father that Damian needed. But then, of course, when Bruce came back and he...
Who raised Dick Grayson, though? Who raised Dick Grayson?
Huh? What you say?
Wayne and Batman.
What you say?
Who raised Dick Grayson?
His parents.
Can you not hear me?
No, you were going.
No, man.
But
Dick Grayson
parents...
Dick was about 8 years old, 10 years. He's about 12 years old when he died. That leaves a lot going. That leaves a lot more going to be done.
I mean,
a lot more raising is done at age 12.
He knew who his original biological parents were.
Batman. I mean, and he still needed guidance because he was a mess when Bruce found him after his parents died.
I mean, he was
thinking everything was a game, thinking he can just go out here and be knocking heads. Bruce had to slow that ass down.
I think that was Bruce. I think that was more of a Tim and Jason thing. But no, not Bruce. But I don't think that was Dick. Dick didn't become hothead immediately after his parents died.
Not so much a hothead, but that shit was a game though. He was playing around too much. He was like, "Yeah, let's go do it because it's fun and we can't be hurt." And it's like, "Yo, sit your happy ass down."
As Robin?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was more of a Tim and Jason thing. Dick kind of followed along while he was wearing those tights and those briefs, running around the city looking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want a Dick Grayson original costume for myself one Halloween, but
really,
oh yeah.
Oh, you said you wore it. You wore it.
No, I want
one.
Want it. I want one.
All right,
but
add it to the wish list.
But
I'm tell you smoking weed.
Wow.
This man gonna turn off the light.
Weed.
Wow. But
who does that?
But let's actually go into that. But yeah, he was a horrible father to Damien. He didn't give Damien the love and support he needed. He left that up to Alfred and Dick. But he actually had Dick. Sorry.
Alfred's the care parent. You know what I'm saying? Like every parent ain't good at everything. You know what I'm saying? Every parent ain't the hugs and kisses parent. Some parents, they the disciplinarian. They whoop your ass parent when you fucking up.
I mean,
he just come on. He lost his parents. I'm saying Bruce Wayne. He did lose his parents young, and and he handled it different. Everybody handled it different. So he did find out about Damien. He did leave it up to the community of Alfred, and like you said, Nightwing came through and he helped them out. So it's like, Damien, I'm not gonna knock him because he saw what Damien was. He saw Damien had actually killed many men. He knew who his grandfather was. His mother. So it's in his blood. And then to have Batman as your dad, that's the cherry on top. You're supposed to be a cold-blooded killer.
Shut your mouth.
Right, man. I love so I ain't gonna knock Damien now, but keep going because Bruce Wayne, he has a lot we can, you know what I'm saying, we can target, but I'm not gonna knock Damien. He found out, he stepped up, but he didn't know.
Agreed.
He stepped up so that he could have his money take care of him. He didn't step up as a father. He did not step up.
He brought him under his wing.
Part of raising a child is financially supporting a child.
Okay, that's
Bruce was the provider. Alfred was the heart. So I say he had all the bases covered.
But was that Alfred's responsibility as Bruce's employer?
Yes.
Employee.
But with Alfred, he's committed to the Waynes, and not just Bruce. He's committed to a Wayne. So once he found out about Damien,
the caretaker of the Wayne family.
No, so he's their butler. He's their butler.
Yes.
No, he's their caretaker.
Yeah, he is the butler, but that's exactly goes so much deeper than that. Did you watch the Pennyworth show?
He's
the executor. He's the executor of the estate. He's the godfather. He's the what do they call it? The legal guardian. Man, that man is everything for that family. He's a Wayne, basically. He's basically a Wayne.
He's not a Wayne. He's still an employee of the Waynes. Let's make sure that we understand that.
He be at work 24/7. Like, this nigga's always at work.
I think Alfred is one of those jobs where the lines really blur, and he's been with that family. Because if we want to do it that way, Alfred basically raised Bruce. His parents wasn't around kicking it like that. Sure. They was like starting hospitals and saving the hungry and shit like that in Gotham. So,
but they still did things with Bruce, like they took him to the movies. So.
Like, where they died.
I mean, for real. Has Bruce ever took Damien to the movies? Has Bruce ever went out into a restaurant?
They had a family dinner. They had a family dinner together. He brought
At the
all the Black family
house?
together
At the
and
house?
had a dinner.
At
And
the
had
house.
dinner. Have you never had dinner with your family at the house?
Yeah, but I'm talking about in a restaurant. Has Bruce ever took Damien to an amusement
Bruce
park?
done took them to damn restaurants too. I don't know about amusement parks. I feel like they have done. No, well, wait a minute. I'm gonna say no because Damien ain't interested in that shit. Damien like I ain't no little fucking kid. Don't treat me like that. So he's got to connect with Damien in different ways.
All right.
Damien,
Keep going here. Don't get stuck on
Damien, the
one.
kind of kid that asks for a new bat suit for Christmas.
You know what I'm saying? Weapons.
Damien is a little child.
He's like,
He's about 8 or 12. Damien,
look dope.
so true. Damien was raised with the Assassin's Guild, but he shouldn't be beholden to that assassin lifestyle. If he should be open to the experience or given the experiences where he is shown the music parks, shown the play center in McDonald's, shown all this stuff. But then Bruce never does any of that for him. And then to say that Alfred is the sole
I didn't say so.
or
I didn't say so. I didn't say he was the. I didn't say he was the only.
Or
I didn't say that.
Or he is a
don't put words in my mouth.
He is a compassionate caretaker for Damien. That's not fair because Alfred, that's not in his original job description.
Why you got your hand over the camera?
With the Waynes.
That is in his job description.
Not his original job description.
Y'all. So Jared, how is this gonna circle back to Bruce Wayne being racist?
Well, I was just going over how Bruce Wayne has similarities
with Professor
Xavier.
Is it? Yeah.
We need to get through that.
Yeah, we haven't even got through my first point yet. But
those are ifs,
but yeah, we kind of touched on
all right, so let's get to the racist shit.
All right. That wasn't in
my we kind of touched on a lot of what. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. You got
because
I
definitely have
this. You didn't share with nobody.
I definitely have this segmented out so that I can say it and it makes sense and I'm not skipping around. So
good.
So I'm kind of lost right now because I don't know where to start. So I'll just go back to my original plan.
Yeah, please do.
But yeah, he's not a good father. And that being said, all of the friends that he's supposed to have all hate him. They all hate him. All of the Robins hate him. All the Batgirls hate him. All of everybody hates him, except for Alfred, who he is employed with. Who, spoiler alert,
who raised him?
Who, spoiler alert, got killed by Bane because he was around him, because they knew that Alfred's death would mean something to him. Gordon doesn't hate him because Batman always helps him solve his cases. So
right, so he looking like a hero. He got a connection with the bat. He ain't doing shit. He was just like that signal. Oh, Batman
he likes that signal.
I hope Batman got it.
Yeah, he starts smoking that cigarette, and he doesn't do anything else.
Shit. I
don't even think that Selena Kyle really likes him. I think that she is just, Selena Kyle's a thief. So, and she wants the best of the best. And who else is the best besides Bruce Wayne? Who is Batman. So I don't even think Selena Kyle really likes him. I just think that's another trophy for her. So I don't even.
I think Selena Kyle really likes him because she sees she feels a connection with him. She feels like they are similar. But it's something else I wanted to push back on. I don't think that everybody hates him because a lot of the people you mentioned, like all the Robins. Hold on now, all the Robins, they were in a position where it's like Batman came into their lives more or less as like a guardian, an adoptive father. And it's real easy for kids to be like, I hate my parents. They didn't let me do this. He's always like this. Da, 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 da. And it's like, shut the fuck up. He raised your ass. He kept your ass from worse danger, I guess.
Now, I didn't say
you are where you are in part because of your parents.
Now, I didn't say
So
that
like,
that the Bat kids or the Bat family didn't respect Bruce Wayne, because I think that they have a very healthy respect of Bruce Wayne, but they physically don't like him. All the Robins, like nobody lives in a mansion anymore with Bruce.
cause they
Nobody,
grown. Shit, time for them to fly the coop, leave the nest.
even Damien.
Damien's a special case, man. Damien's a
Wow,
special case.
wow. So
He
nobody.
he on the Teen
Damien,
Titans. He at work. Come on now. You know,
right.
he out here doing
He
shit
in
he want
boarding.
to do.
He basically in boarding school.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, chill out, Rob. They be like, chill out, Rob. He be like, fuck that. Y'all soft. This is what we about to do.
So
Damien crazy.
Damien is not in the Teen Titans. Nightwing is back on the Teen Titans, and Damien was possessed by a
Nightwing
demon.
ain't even a teen no more. What the fuck?
Yeah,
He can't
Nightwing,
grow up. He can't
Starfire,
grow up.
Cyborg, Beast Boy, they're all back over the Teen Titans now. But Nightwing is about to be the head of the Justice League right now in comics, so that's just another thing. But yeah, he has no people that really are in his corner because of his arrogance and because of his attitude.
I think it's a thin line between love and hate, and I think as much as like it's easy to vocalize hate, I think that they love Bruce too. If something ever happened to him, they'll be devastated. Nah, they would all go to his funeral, but they would all be feeling that shit for the rest of their lives. Like they would spiral. They would all spiral. They would unravel without that man.
So let me just I'm gonna say my next point, and then remind me to say something about what Dick is doing now for Bloomhaven, which is a little suburb outside of Gotham. So Bruce Wayne also has this huge rose gallery that he doesn't actually really help. It's like DeMarcus said a couple of episodes ago, there's no money in curing the disease. It's just the symptoms. So this huge rogues gallery that he has, he puts it to Gotham. Some of them are just released. Most of the time they escape somehow, but he doesn't actually do anything to help them. And these are people that can actually help Gotham in some type of way.
What kind of gallery is it?
His rogues gallery. Like
Rose.
Iceman, Catwoman, Two-Face.
Oh,
yeah,
Rose.
His Rose.
Okay,
his Rose gallery. Was I saying Rose gallery?
You said Rose, as in like Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. His
Rogues
gallery. But like all of these people, even down to like the Penguin, he can command, like he's a very charismatic person. Like he was the mayor of Gotham. He constantly gets money, even though it's through wrong means. But if you switch that and look at the alternative universe where he is in charge of the finances of Thomas Wayne's casino, then you can see the Penguin has exponential ability to craft money, to get money, and be charismatic. Like he is the type of person who people actually fall over, and then he's using it wrong way. True. But then Bruce Wayne has never tried to say, hey, would you like to help me with the Wayne Foundation? Would you like to be over that? Because I think that's all that Penguin wants to do, is to be over something and have people know his name. But
Penguin just wants to be respected. Like he feel like he's always been like an outcast in society. He feel like he doesn't get he has a bit of entitlement. He feels like he deserves, a certain level of respect and authority.
Exactly.
Because he comes from the Cobblepot family, which is supposed to be another prestigious family in Gotham. But I would say that whole entitlement attitude, that ain't what gets you where you want to be, sir. And imagine, Jared, if you will, someone coming to your mama's house and they just kicking over furniture and throwing tantrums because they can't have their way. Would you then be like, hey, why don't you come and help my mama manage her finances? Like, I see you want attention.
Like, if you're just a person off the street, then no, I'm gonna call the police.
Exactly, motherfucker. So why you expecting Bruce Wayne to do that shit?
Because if you were the mayor of Gotham City, if you were the mayor of Gotham City,
you be placing unrealistic expectations on people. Like you be expecting these folks not to be human.
What?
Especially like you was talking about Professor X before, and it's like, all right, this man got mind reading powers, but like Bruce Wayne, he's just a regular motherfucker with money.
Hey, if I could read minds, I ain't having another problem a day in my life.
Hey, you hear me? Manipulating like a motherfucker. But if I got $1 billion, also still wouldn't have another problem a day in my life. Cause I was infinite money. Yo, give me either superpower. I'll take it.
Come on.
Yeah, but how do I have an unrealistic? You said I was like unrealistic.
Because you just said in that scenario, somebody's like trashing your mom's place, coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like doing stuff that is similar to what the Penguin has done in Gotham. You know, even though he became the mayor or whatever at some point. Like even doing that, he did it through illegitimate means. Like, he was doing hella shady shit under the table and became the mayor. And you saw why doesn't Batman just, you know, give him a position of power? It's like, why don't you just get a person that fucked up your mama's house a position of power? You wouldn't, because it's not right.
No, I think that those two
situations
aren't similar.
The same reason you don't give a child that's throwing a temper tantrum a cookie is because you don't want to reward that behavior.
But he also doesn't, not necessarily reward that behavior. He doesn't try to put it in a direction where that behavior that the Penguin is going to have anyway can be beneficial to society.
I mean, but that ain't really his job. You know what I'm saying?
It is his job. He goes around every night in a bat costume fighting people, trying to make Gotham City this better place, but he's not doing that.
Batman has made his job. His job is not prevention. It is reaction. It's reaction. It's just like the police. Like the police can't do nothing until something happens. Batman don't do nothing until something happens.
But this is where I kind of take Jared's side, and I kind of don't rock with it because I'm like, hey, you're a billionaire. If you put billions in just a city, I ain't even saying a country. I ain't even saying America. I'm just saying if you put $1 billion worth of, not even $1 billion, but if you put millions into certain, departments, funds, initiatives, lobby certain whatever political figures you need, you can have them in your pocket, and they can be doing your job. Like the DA can be doing their job.
I mean, and I hear you. I hear you, and my response to that is like, Gotham is a corrupt place. Like, it ain't just these super villains that are like
the politicians as well.
The politicians and everything, and you can't just throw money at better politicians.
Can. Yes, you can.
You because the reason. Let me finish my damn statement.
Yes, you can.
You can't throw money at better politicians and just expect them to solve all the problems. Because the corrupt politicians are going to figure out a way to be like, oh, he keep throwing money at them. Let's do something fucking corrupt to even the scales or get back on top. Like that ain't the way the shit works. Does that work? You know what I'm saying?
Look, it's a 24-hour. Like the politicians at daytime, they pull up on the nighttime. They pull up in that what's that club or that bar that everybody be at? All the bad guys. Right.
Club.
Exactly. Batman pull up. Hey, boom. Well, is that because there be politicians in there sometimes too?
Politicians in there all the time.
You hear me?
Even if he didn't try to rehabilitate the people at the top, like the Penguin, he could definitely try to help the people at the bottom, like these thugs or these.
I'm thinking like regular.
They employ.
He invests, but he does invest in Gotham in like its rehabilitation. He be having like homeless shelters and shit, like orphanages and whatnot, rehabilitation systems. This man bought Arkham at one point and was like trying to make it a better place, and then Harley Quinn was like, "Nah, fuck that, I want to go crazy."
Arkham is
having all your crazy people in one spot. That's not a good solution, especially good. They so extremely crazy. Unless it's Guantanamo Bay, where they doing what they was doing down there, but that's a different conversation. They was active down there. Arkham is like they trying to rehabilitate. Nah, man, send this motherfucker to space.
Let's just paint this whole picture of Gotham. Gotham is like this high and this low place. There's no middle class. Either you have a ton of money or you have no money. So all these people that are trying to that are being hired by these penguins, by these Two-Face and everybody, they just want to eat. They just want to feed their families. And then so Bruce, he has set up a this back to work
Go ahead.
foundation. I'm about to say something good. Bruce has set
Go
up
ahead.
a back to work foundation for these rehabilitated criminals that he had through his Wayne Foundation, but it didn't match the price that the Two-Face, the Penguins, the people were paying these people to kill them. Like, he wasn't doing anything. And for somebody who gets, according to reports, there was a report done by this economist, that said that Bruce Wayne gets about $24,000 a second. Somebody who gets that much a second can do more than what the thugs in Gotham is doing.
That's fucking ridiculous, Jerry. I can't believe you just made that statement. Because that's like telling me, I'll give a perfect example. I give to the child fund every month. I signed up for that joint. And so now when I walk past the same spot where I signed up the first time, the folks always ask me, like, oh, I see you already giving, you can give more. And it's like, motherfucker, this is my money. I'm already giving what I want to give. You don't have a right to tell me to give more. And even if I can, fuck you, no. Because I ain't got to give in the first place.
No. Okay, I wasn't saying that, and I see how you could say that. I was saying, how could Bruce Wayne, who has so much in excess of this, prefers to go around beating up people than he does actually spending money that he has in excess anyway to actually help these people. Like when he beats up people, he'll put them in a hospital, he'll pay their hospital bills. That's cool. But he wouldn't have to pay their hospital bills, which are exorbitant in the United States, if he just spent that money to help them feed themselves, to help them get to where they want to be anyway.
That kind of change is slow, Jared, because like folks gotta want to go into those programs. And if you spend a good bit of time in some of these places where like drug abuse is a real thing. Like in Seattle, like drug abuse is a thing. Like it's not a bunch of violent crime, but you'll see somebody shooting up on the bus.
They oh man, they crack it.
Right,
Are they crackheads?
Nah. I'm talking about shooting heroin on the bus, like sitting in the back of the bus with a needle in their arm.
Are they junkies? My bad. Are they junkies?
Yeah, but see, people gotta want that, and you know what I'm saying. At a certain point, not at a certain point, but like some people, like they don't want to be cured. They don't want help. They want to do what they've been doing because that's what's working for them. So henchmen gonna hench. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get that, just like we all know or have known niggas that's like in the game and shit, and you be like, hey, look, man, you can, the same ingenuity you put toward slinging this rock, you can put towards starting your own business and really make some money legitly, and not have to worry about all this crime and shit. He's like, nah, my money come fast, bro. Like I might not have it all the time, but when I have it, I got it all. So I'm sure some of the folks in Gotham are like that. They like, yo, I might not. Yeah, and so they like, I might not, working for the Penguin is dangerous, working for the Joker is dangerous or whatever, but I get fucking paid. And I might not always get a chance to work for him, but when I do, I'm paying my rent in advance, and I got money to go on vacation, and I got money to feed my kids and my neighbors.
Everybody eat good. We looking good.
Yo, they're like, fuck this rehabilitation program, because that shit is gonna give me a little bit it's gonna give me a little bit more consistently, but I'm gonna still be struggling.
Well, I think that most of the people in Gotham do want to be helped. They just don't have the opportunities that
that's very
are afforded to them. Like they don't
that's
have
a
those
very positive outlook.
that are,
and I want to believe that
are not, that other people in other cities they have, like Metropolis, like they don't have those opportunities. So I think that people want to be helped, because people, are that most people are good, but they don't have any other opportunity but to work for these, but to be a henchman. But yeah,
I mean, that's a real positive sentiment, and I hope that's true.
But yeah, there are a lot of people in Arkham whose expertise, because all these villains in Arkham are like doctors, multimillionaires,
Mm-hmm.
successful DAs.
Yeah, ain't no dummies in there. Well, it's a very few dummies in there.
like there are none except for I think like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, but besides them, and even they are loyal to a fault. Like when Tweedledee died, Tweedledum was like he just sat in his house crying until Batman actually went and saw what was going on with him, and then he was like, anyway, these people in Arkham are smart, they're resourceful, and they can usually get the job done. But I don't think that their motivations are where they need to be. And I think that somebody like Bruce Wayne, who has the unlimited resources, or who had unlimited resources, could have used these resources to make sure that these people are in a better predicament for Gotham and for themselves. That's all I'm saying.
And I don't think that money can solve every situation. I don't think that unlimited resources can solve every situation. Unlimited resources will not change a person's motivations. If they say I want to fuck shit up, they're gonna keep wanting to fuck shit up no matter what you give them.
It's a good
What else you got on your list?
No, because Batman didn't have to fire.
What else you got on your list, man? We got
Batman did not have to fire Dr. Freeze for trying to revive his wife. That didn't have to happen.
I mean, wasn't he like misappropriating like company resources and shit? Wasn't he like breaking all the company rules?
He was doing that stuff off, like not in his work hours. He was using their resources to do these things, not on the work time. So he was trying to revive his wife.
So if I stole money from my company to open an orphanage, I should not be held accountable for stealing the money. I was doing the right thing with it.
If you are trying to revive your wife with the resources from
I ain't got a dead wife, so I'm opening an orphanage instead.
You want kids?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
I want to be like your boy Lorante.
I mean, these are two separate situations, but I'm just saying that.
I mean, like you can't. He ain't. He kind of had to, because even though it's Bruce Wayne's company, he got like a board of directors to answer to, and all this kind of stuff. It's more complicated than just like, oh, you doing the right thing, you doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. I'm gonna let it slide. It's like, no, I can't keep you on, because if this shit gets out, then our company loses respect, and we become. It's like, oh, they letting folks do this with our resources. What else are they letting folks do? And that's the whole thing. The whole company gets shut down. Everybody loses their fucking job.
Be Batman. Like,
what do you mean?
How much of the company's resources is going to be in Batman? Buying a new car every time he drives it. Buying a new airplane every time he flies it.
So Batman Incorporated is his own company that funds his Batman activities.
Batman Incorporated is his multinational organization that he uses to fund his superhero unit that works abroad. Batman himself, which was
isn't he a part of his own superhero unit?
No, all his weapons were being developed by Lucius Fox, who was an employee of Wayne Enterprises.
I hear you, and when it's your company, you can do what the fuck you want with it.
Exactly. You can do what you want to do, which means that he could have.
You can do what you want with it, not somebody else. Not Dr. Freeze can do whatever he want with it. No.
Okay, but he could have employed Mr. Freeze to make non-lethal weapons. Can
nobody go up to Batman and can nobody go up to Bruce Wayne and be like, "Hey, you can't do this with the money from your company"? He gonna be like, "You're fired." What are you talking about?
You're just saying about a board of directors and everything. How is the board of directors saying, "Okay, this is bad, but this is wrong"?
Hey, I don't know. I don't understand all of company politics, but I'm sure there's like a level of like, all right, we can approach him about this shit, but we can't tell you nothing about this shit.
Well, that's not fair, because the board of directors.
It's not.
No.
See, no one said it was fair.
Just oust him as the head of Wayne Enterprises. So there was things that the board of directors could do, but saying that that he could.
And then he buys up 55% of the shares, and he's back in charge. So,
well, he hasn't yet.
Ain't really nothing.
He hasn't yet because he doesn't have that money.
But he has before. So I don't see it not happening.
Yeah, well. The people in Arkham Asylum, their minds could be put to better use for the citizens of Gotham. That's all I'm trying to say.
The people in Arkham can't even take care of themselves, so we got to get that done before they start trying to take care of the people.
How could they not take care of themselves?
Let's keep going. Cause they in Arkham. You think that's taking care of themselves?
I mean, they're in Arkham for crimes. They're not in Arkham.
And you done had a lot of fucked up issues to get to Arkham, like before you met the Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It ain't just commit crime, go to Arkham. Go ahead, Lorente.
Nah, it's these are heavy offenders. These are niggas who gonna blow up the whole goddamn city. Type folks. So I don't know, Jared. But keep going, Jared. Keep going.
The only one that tried to blow up the city was the Joker, who needs to be in a maximum security. He needs to be in like the Phantom Zone.
And what did Scarecrow do? And then Bane.
Scarecrow.
I think
nobody tried to blow up the city though.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think the Joker should be dead.
Oh, yeah, I think the Joker should be dead too.
You hear me?
I think Joker should be dead. Right, that's not.
You gotta put a period on that sentence. You gotta put a period in that shit.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about how Bruce Wayne treats the people in his Bat family who are Black.
I thought we already talked about that. Who are Black? Okay, here we go.
See, you cut me off all the time. If I could just finish my statements.
Talk faster.
Cassandra Cain, who is Asian American, she's orphaned in the comics. She wears the full Bat costume, but it's like a female Bat costume. And like
is that the one with the red insignia?
No.
Okay,
you're thinking somebody else.
All right.
Do y'all know that meme that was like Batman doesn't hide his face so that the cops can know that he's white?
Yes.
All of these people hide their face. Cassandra Cain hides her face because she's Asian American. Luke Fox, who is Batwing, he mostly does crime fighting in Africa and abroad. He hides his face. Tim Fox, who is the Batman in New York, because Batman was away at that time. He found the bat suit and he had to go to New York to be Batman. He hides his face because he's Black. The only one who doesn't hide his face is Duke Thomas, who was who, if you don't know, he was training to be a Robin. So he was in the We Are Robin comic books. He wore the Robin insignia. But he was actually a side character many comics before Robin. Like, he kept popping up. Then Batman saved his family from the Joker, from a Joker attack, where he had like this mass Joker bomb go off. The Joker destroyed his family. So his mom and his dad were in, not Arkham, but it was a similar asylum where they could get better.
Because they were stuck with that smile on their face, weren't they? Or stuck laughing or something like that?
They were stuck with that smile on their face, and their mind was kind of warped as well. Like they were doing bad things. So Duke Thomas actually he was trained to be a Robin. He goes through the training to be a Robin, and at the end of training, because there was a lot of them, at the end of training, Bruce says, "Actually, you can't be a Robin because we don't need any more Robins." And I want you to be something different. He made him this hero of the daytime. So he doesn't even go out with Batman, being Batman's sidekick. he just kind of it's like with the Bat family, but he can't be with Batman, which is kind of weird. He is the only person in the Bat family who is a metahuman. So he has all these light powers, which have actually evolved since he got them. He has helped defeat one of Batman's newest villains called the Bloom. And he is on the Outsiders, where he was able to rehabilitate his parents through his efforts on the Outsiders. It came out that like he was up all day. Well, he was up all day going to school, doing outsider work, not getting any sleep, and at night he would just be researching things that he could do for his parents. So yeah, he is like probably and it shows that in the future. So Batman might not know this. In the future, his metahuman gives him immortality. So he is in the future. He's like the top person in the future, working alongside not Static Shock, but Black Lightning, and they're like this duo. And yeah, he's just extremely powerful. He could do a whole bunch of stuff. But then Batman kind of just pushes him to the side, and yeah, he doesn't really take in account all the power that Duke Thomas has.
I gotta put that on the writers, because that whole "We Are Robin" thing was a side story, and I feel like and then when you read it, it felt like a side story. It felt like, oh, like you're doing this to fill the space until something else happens. And so when that something else was about to happen, it was about to bring Batman back. I forget exactly what happened. I think wasn't the "We Are Robin" stuff happening like while Batman was dead or something?
I'm not sure what was going on.
Yeah, I think, but something was going on with Batman too, where he wasn't around either. But and so like once they moved on to the next thing, it's like, all right, we don't need any of this shit from the "We Are Robins," so let's push all this shit to the side. So I feel like had Duke Thomas been originally planned to be as like a main story character, he would have been.
But let's just go back. Like "We Are Robins" is not it's not like this is a comic book that is canon. Like all this stuff actually happened. So the writers are writing things, but these characters are still like their story exists in the main DC universe. So I mean, like you're saying, it's like it's just a side story. I mean,
yeah, I mean it could be a side quest in the main story.
I mean, it's a side quest to Batman's main story, and I think that's how Batman feels that Duke Thomas is just a side quest to his brand, and that's not fair. He was trained to be a Robin. He passed the test over all the other Robins that were available, and he was supposed to be the new Robin. And there were actually news articles on him being the new Robin, and it was revealed at the very last second, you're actually not the new Robin. We don't need a new Robin. You could be this hero in the daytime in Gotham. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, so he's meant. I take that as he's meant for bigger and better things. So maybe Batman recognized that, maybe not.
So what was happening was Bruce Wayne had amnesia, and
that's what it was.
Yeah,
he had got his ass beat recently.
Yeah, Duke Thomas. I think that he is probably one of the most underused because of Batman. He's probably one of the most underused players in the DC universe. You know, he has this amazing light powers. He is incredibly intelligent. He's determined. He is a hard worker. You know, as I said, he's the only person really to still be in school fighting crime that I can think of in DC. And I think that he's just underutilized. He's pushed off to the Outsiders, which was a side story in the Batman Urban Legends comic books. And yeah, he needs to be used more. as this, well, as Batman's sidekick. Like, he has never gone out with Batman in the Batman
Yeah, I mean,
comic book.
I actually don't want to see that. I actually don't want to see Duke Thomas be
Wow.
Batman.
And why is that?
Because I feel like he's meant for bigger and better shit. He's bigger than Batman. Like, he went through this whole Robin training and shit. Yeah, he deserves the Robin spot. But like, just like you saying, like, he has more power than all the other Robins combined. In the future, he's his own big ass iconic hero. He's immortal. Like, he's more than a Robin. He's more than a Batman. Like, yes, this is where he got his start, but he don't need this shit.
That's true. He doesn't. He doesn't at all.
And like I said, maybe Batman recognized that and was like, "Hey, go off and do your own thing, brother, because you bringing all this stuff we got going on, or you ain't got enough trauma or whatever, you know." Because you realize that all the Bat family, these folks got real trauma. Like, parents died,
They
fucking Jason
died.
Todd died. Yeah, exactly. Died and came back to life. It's like, yo, we got real problems that's all over here. Like, you just trying to help your people. You gonna be too good. We need somebody that's gonna like crack some skulls.
Yeah. Yeah. He did crack some skulls in The Outsiders. But yeah, I think that he is also underutilized, and I will actually agree with you that he's probably too big for Batman right now.
Because I mean, I imagine if he was on a Batman team, he'd be like, "All right, light power. We done with this shit. What's next, Batman?"
Yeah. Yeah. And then his detective abilities probably are up there with Batman's, because he did figure out how to cure the Joker serum that was plaguing his
Yeah, and
parents.
the comic book is called Batman and Robin, not Robin and Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't have him upstaging our star, you know.
So let me ask y'all this: who do y'all think is a better philanthropist, Bruce Wayne or Lex Luthor?
Ooh.
Because I mentioned some things on
So
this
are we looking?
show.
Are we looking only at their philanthropy, or are we looking at them holistically?
I would say like only at their philanthropy.
Only at their philanthropy. Okay, then I was going to say Lex Luthor.
I would say
What you think, Lauren?
so. Oh,
I'm a little upset at myself. So I've been talking for a second, and I thought, oh, I guess my point wasn't good enough.
Nigga.
I didn't realize. I was on
he's sitting over there, man, like they ignoring me. We like, we can't hear
for
you.
a second, for quite a second.
You muted.
A second. I'm back.
Why are you
Right, so
muted?
what was you saying before?
Because I was doing some ruffling over here, but as I was saying, I kind of agree with you,
Jerry. He wants to hear
no,
that.
sir, not at all, none of that.
Right, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that you didn't want us to hear it.
Like with Lex Luthor, because like he's a master at PR and public relations. So when he does do philanthropy, it helps out a lot of people, and everybody knows about it. Whereas the Wayne Foundation, they do stuff, but it'd be like, granted, everything with the orphanage, which is great, but I feel like Lex Luthor has done more.
Yeah.
So
Lex Luthor, when he do shit, it has more reach.
Mm-hmm.
So
whereas Batman is like, it's only in Gotham.
So I mentioned some things in this podcast that Bruce has done, like, and you mentioned some things too, like the orphanage, the
Wayne Foundation.
Wayne Foundation.
Is that
putting
the
Wayne Foundation, putting prisoners or people who are henchmen to work and giving them money.
Mm-hmm. When he bought Arkham and was trying to like reform that thing. Yeah.
But Nightwing, after Alfred died, Alfred was able to give Nightwing a lot of money. Like his whole like all his he basically didn't spend money. So Nightwing was then
of course you didn't. You living with the Waynes.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Expense everything.
Yeah. Everything was an expense. So Nightwing had billions of dollars after Alfred was dead. And Nightwing was living and working in Bloomhaven, which was a subsidiary of Gotham. And at this point in the
suburb?
Yeah, suburb. But at this point in the I said subsidiary, like it was a business. Sorry, but at this point in the
Yeah, I thought
comic
it was a
book,
business.
at this point in the comic book, Bruce Wayne is out of his billions. He's just a millionaire now. So he's just living in a townhouse. He doesn't
Wow.
live in the
Bruce is going
mansion.
broke?
Yeah, he's just a millionaire. I mean, you know, he just lives in a
I
townhouse in
can't
Gotham.
believe it.
He has
What about
neighbors
Wayne
now.
Mansion?
Yeah, that it's abandoned. Well, actually, it's a this new superhero Gotham girl is living in the ruins of Arkham, not Arkham, but Wayne Manor. So yeah, so Nightwing has more money than Bruce Wayne now, and Bruce Wayne and Nightwing are having this conversation, and he's like, "So I have all this money now, and I'm just wondering, like, you could have actually helped Gotham, like you could have cured homelessness." And he said, "Well, I did cure homelessness," and Nightwing was like, "You fed people once or twice, but you didn't cure homelessness. You didn't cure hunger, and you could have did that, 3 times over here in Gotham." So what Nightwing has used his money to do, he is actually building, because Arkham was destroyed. So he's building this new prison, which uh which centers around rehabilitation and not, keeping them in a prison. It's actually a tower. It's not like a haunted mansion when you drive up. It has like, there's a highway right beside it. He's built this park that and actually the police tried to shut the park down because it was taking the focus off the crime and stuff, and was trying to make the prisoners rehabilitate themselves. So he was building this park, and he he helped arrest all of these corrupt cops in Bloomhaven. He's doing all this amazing stuff. He's brought the Titans to Bloomhaven to help with the efforts, and they are not necessarily only fighting crime there, but they're also visiting schools, helping to rebuild these places. And instead of doing the Teen Titans Academy, which was their last effort, they're actually going to be in the prisons, helping to rehabilitate these criminals. So Nightwing is doing the work. So I think that Lex Luthor is definitely the person, but I think that's because of what Lorente said. It's because he does it more so as a PR stunt to make it seem like I'm all good. But then you have to remember that in Superman Red, Lex Luthor was the president of America, and America was flourishing. There was no crime, there was no sickness, there was no anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. At what cost?
At what cost?
I
Because
mean,
if I remember Superman Red, it was kind of like if I'm remembering the right thing, it kind of felt like Nazi Germany.
what?
No,
No,
that's not the right
Superman
thing.
Red was where Superman, instead of him landing in Smallville, he landed in Russia.
Okay.
So
Feels like what I'm talking about. Well, the Soviet. But go ahead.
So yeah, I don't think it was Nazi.
Say
I
some more
know
about
that.
Superman Red. Yeah, not Nazi then, but Soviet.
Yeah, so
Soviet,
he landed
yes.
in Russia, and Russia has the Superman, but
The Soviet Union,
America didn't have Superman. So Lex Luthor, instead of this rivalry between Superman, he was able to pursue other interests, and he was able to help. He always says that
but he also
if
tried to
these
make it one
aliens
too.
if these aliens weren't here, then I would be able to do all that, all this other stuff. And he did it in Superman Red. So all I'm saying is that I think that Lex Luthor is the more philanthropic multi-billionaire. When he was a multi-billionaire.
Only because he's trying to balance out the other. He's trying to draw attention away from all the fucked up shit he be doing.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm not taking away all Lex's evil things that he done. Lex is currently in jail in the current Superman comic books. But if Superman wasn't there, I think that Lex would be probably, a real good force for good for DC.
Today's show is not about Lex, so I'll say my comments and leave it at that. So far, what I've gathered is that Bruce Wayne hates poor people, so he's definitely classist and elitist. I'm not convinced on racist yet.
So, Bruce Wayne doesn't hate poor people. He hates everybody. And let's remember,
he hates poor people. He's elitist.
and
that's why he's like, I fed them. He's like, I did cure homelessness. I fed them one time.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but let's remember, there's a comic book in 2014. There was an anthology series where Bruce was fighting crime, doing his thing, and he actually had to go to the Black neighborhood in Gotham. And the Black people were just like, yo, what are you doing here? You don't ever come around here. And he tried to do his, fear thing, standing there, making the criminals shudder. But then they were like, we're not afraid of you. You need to go.
And that was, he went there as Batman?
Yeah, he was there as Batman. And he was like, you need to go. You like, who are you? What do you want? And then it became so loud and rambunctious. It was like everybody was there, like all the kids were there, the people were there, and they actually ran Batman out of that neighborhood so that the crime could commence. But they ran Batman out of that neighborhood because they weren't afraid of him. Like he was doing all this stuff, and they weren't running and hiding because he was Batman. So I think that like Batman has this thing where the people in Gotham know that he doesn't save them, he doesn't protect them, he isn't doing any of this stuff for Bruce Wayne.
He ain't the black folks. He ain't the black folks Batman.
Right. And then when the black folks Batman came, he ran that person out of Gotham and sent him to New York. So Lorante, how do you feel about Batman now?
I still kind of feel the same. As DeMarcus said, racist. I'm not going to say he's not, but we don't have enough evidence to say he is. Classist, definitely.
Yeah, classist.
He's like most billionaires. He's selfish. He's doing it because what he wants to do, So he's cool. But I mean, he has prep time. So I don't see why, he's been Batman for how long? 20 years. He's been in too long.
So
he's been supposed to step down.
Oh, so Batman has like this thing that like grows a new Batman every time he gets old and like downloads his brain into the new Batman. So he's technically old. Yeah. So that's why he ain't got older.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a different organism, but the same
that's
person.
Wild.
Yeah. So on that note,
but it's a brand new body though. It's a brand new body.
Yeah.
We'll put it to y'all, good people. Is Batman a racist? Is he just classist? Is he something else?
Person?
Is he just a man? Is he just a man? And we'll post the question on the thing.
Yeah.
On the IG.
Commercial break.
Commercial break. right. Welcome back to the BGE podcast. Thanks for listening. You made it to this far. You made it to the questions section. All right. So once again, you can always ask any question. We'll definitely try and answer it on the show. I can't guarantee everything, but I'll definitely try and bring it to the pod. So let me cut to the chase.
The mailbox is too full.
The mailbox is too full. It's not too full. Black Geek Energy at gmail.com. Correct, Jared?
That is correct.
All right.
They can also respond on our Instagram where DeMarcus posts the story, and they can also respond in the comments to that story. So that's another way to do it. Or they can go on our Twitter, BGE_pod, and they can send us a question there or wherever they want to send us questions.
Yeah, and that IG handle is Black Geek Energy. BLACK GEEK ENERGY.
All right. So this is from Jesse. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's wrong with this man?
I'm sorry.
You got one job.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
so this is it is. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Oh, right. He's high.
All right, child. No, that's not it.
He is high.
Wow.
He is high.
Wow.
This is one thing I don't miss about being high. Like fumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got in my head and I was like, oh, the words are coming out of my mouth and people are gonna be listening. And I know that's really random. I was just like, what am I saying right now? Does it make sense? But all right, this one is from Jessica from Montana. Her question is, what superstitions do you have? Like, what are some things you're superstitious about? That's a random question. Let me think. For me, it's symbolism and like foreshadowing, because I feel like life's a movie. So if something, like, let's say I get a client and I, on our first meeting, I get like a red flag or like a yellow flag. I just be like, hey, that could be a character flaw, or it could be a one-time thing, it could be a one-off. But that just, I do believe in that. I'm a little superstitious. I don't know if that counts. I'm a little superstitious when I first meet folks.
Superstitious. Let me see.
I'm if you dream about fish, that means somebody pregnant.
What?
Oh, you stand on that one.
Yeah. Think some other ones. Oh, this is one that I'm pretty passionate about. Like, you got to have your Christmas tree taken down before the new year starts, or else it's like bad luck. Like, you gotta get that thing down. Like, folks who be leaving their tree up like through March and shit like that. I be like, hey, yo, like, you testing fate, my man. Like, you bringing all that old year energy shit. That's why your new year just as fucked up as your last year. Because you bringing all that old energy into the new year, man. Take that shit down. You off work between Christmas and New Year. You got the time.
You know how folks are. Some folks just like walk past stuff every day. And it doesn't bother them.
Yep, they don't.
But like a lot of people, like I always see what is that? Christmas lights still up like after the new year, and like people like to have that stuff up for
I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer in, if like you ain't down to take that shit down, don't put it up. That's why I ain't never had no yard full of lights or nothing like that. Cause I'm not trying to take that shit down when it's time.
Oh wow.
So yeah, leave that shit, leave that shit off my shit.
I don't think I have any superstitions.
Not even like find a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck.
No. I just stay ready. Like for Beyonce tickets, even though I still don't have my Beyonce tickets. I try to stay
was you
ready.
saving up?
Yeah. So yeah, I can't really think of any superstitions that I may have. If the show is good, I really do try to finish it, because I don't like to have that lingering on like my mind. I try to like complete things, but that's not really superstition. I can't really think of any that I may have.
Do y'all believe? I know a lot of like superstitions and the old saying stuff like that. I don't believe in them all, but like I'm gonna ask y'all about this one. Like, do y'all believe it's an old wives' tale? But if you have sex standing up, you won't get pregnant. The girl won't get pregnant.
I don't believe in that just because
it didn't work for you.
You tried
if your swimmers are swimming,
yeah.
If there's penetration, pregnancy happen anywhere. If you're in the airplane 10,000,
scientifically,
you know what I'm saying?
Scientifically, is not, that's not what's going on here. We talking about superstition.
Yeah, definitely. And then the splitting poles and stuff like that.
Oh, I know so many people that believe in that shit, and I be splitting poles on purpose.
Wow. Wow. So
somebody's
you just don't want to be friends with nobody.
It's gonna be a bunch of funerals. You started a pandemic.
Yeah.
It was one pole too many.
One pole too many.
Why are you like that,
What's the
DeMarcus?
next question?
So evil.
What's the next question?
All right. This one is from Xavier from Louisiana. She asked,
Hi Xavier.
Xavier or Xavier?
I think it's Xavier. I read that wrong. I'm sorry about that, Xavier.
With the soft ER.
Never mind. I thought Xavier was a girl, but was a guy, but since it's a girl, never
mind. So you don't say hi to women?
I do, but not strangers.
Well, she's not a stranger. She's a fan. She's a fan of our podcast.
Instagram. So,
okay.
Yeah. We gotta know our folks. All right, back to it. She asked, if you could eat one dish for the rest of your life, what would it be? Like one meal. Or one thing. One thing.
Let me get a 10-piece combo.
I was thinking that.
That's the dish, but I want to be able to like change out the side and change the flavor.
Change out the side.
It's the same dish.
Yeah.
It's the same dish. Do a 10-piece combo, no matter which way you slice it. But I can make the side a salad. I can make the side some rice. I can make the side some fries. They could be hot lemon pepper. They could be honey barbecue. They could be, you know what I'm saying? I can
lemon pepper.
Give me some options.
See,
same dish.
I think that's cheating, because that's obviously not what she said. But
Xavier ain't specified. She ain't specified. She just said one dish. She didn't say it can be customizable.
I'll spin that block around. But if we can have combo, because I was thinking like I love pizza, but eating a pepperoni pizza would be annoying. That would definitely, all that tomato, that'll mess with your heart. That tomato.
Hey, well, my stomach already doing flips. Pizza for the rest of your life for every meal?
Yeah, nah. That's what I was like. Hold on. But I like pasta dishes.
Your shit's gonna be terrible.
I like pasta dishes. So Alfredo, some chicken Alfredo, chicken Parmesan.
So you're just
Alfredo is my least favorite.
Really?
He don't like that sauce.
He probably only had it in a can.
Oh,
I haven't had Alfredo that often. Yes, I prefer red sauce.
That's weird. But the 10-piece combo sounds like a nice cheat. So I can't think of any other cheats.
Oh, so you would have cheated too. You just can't think of a better one than mine.
Yeah, I can't think of any better one than mine, because you could do a 10-piece shrimp, a 10-piece scallop, a 10-piece fish.
No, a 10-piece combo is a 10-piece wing combo.
No, it's not. No, it's not. A 10-piece combo, period.
Understood.
A 10-piece. You could do a 10-piece wing.
What?
A 10-piece combo, period.
Jared,
you could do a 10-piece scallop.
I was about to get mad at you. I was about I was about to
No.
get mad at you, but then I remember you from Newnan, not Atlanta.
Exactly.
So
Oh,
that's why he liked this Lorente. That's why he liked it.
there you go.
Exactly.
You and I automatically understood when I said 10-piece combo. It's
I mean, no,
Chicken.
I knew what you were talking about, but I wasn't talking about that. I said 10-piece combo, period. I didn't say 10-piece wing. I said 10-piece combo. So be a
now you
10-piece
do it.
scallop,
Now you got completely different dishes.
No,
Scallops, shrimp,
exactly. That's the cheat.
shit.
That's the cheat.
No, that's not. That's just breaking the rule. Like I bent
I
it a little
did
bit.
break
You
the
just breaking
rule.
it entirely.
Okay,
You
the
breaking it
cheat is breaking the
entirely.
rules.
No, it's not. I just bent it
Okay.
a little bit.
Well, she wasn't specific. So I say a 10-piece combo is a 10-piece, any protein you can imagine, plus any other thing you can imagine.
A 10-piece lamb chop
Yep.
combo.
Yep. With mac and cheese.
A 10-piece filet mignon combo.
True. That's true. Yep. Yep.
A 10-piece shark fin combo.
Yeah, a 10-piece crab
crab
legs.
soup combo.
That's right. That's what she was talking about.
Xavier,
That's
I'm sorry
the
for him.
cheat.
I'm sorry for him, Xavier. I apologize on behalf of my co-host.
Why are you apologizing? I answered the question.
We do our best with him, but we see it ain't taken.
And what you trying to say? I'm from Newnan. You know, I was raised in College Park.
Then why you acting like that then?
Because that's the cheat. That is the cheat.
No.
She said 10.
Anyway,
you said 10-piece combo.
Anyway,
and I'm answering a 10-piece
for my last
combo.
meal. If I had to choose my last meal, I would want like a filet mignon, like a surf and turf filet mignon with like some crab legs, maybe it's like some mashed potatoes, gravy. I need like a good veggie. I need like some broccolini or something like that.
Yeah.
You like filet mignon?
Mm-hmm. It's a tender cut of meat right there.
I mean, I could never get into it. I always like ribeyes the best.
Yeah, well, ribeyes can be tough sometimes,
Really?
depending on where you get them from. Yeah.
How you like your steaks?
Medium.
There you go. What you gonna say, Jared? Medium rare?
Yeah, medium rare.
I've seen Jared eat I've seen Jared eat medium rare steak before.
Yeah, because that's the way to eat them. Like, it
depends on the cut of meat. It depends on the cut.
It depends on the cut of meat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want like some cheesecake for dessert. You know what I'm
saying? With me, I would say a good spicy tonkatsu ramen. Something that will be in my stomach, will be hot, so that when they flip the switch on the electric chair, my stomach will explode and splatter all over everybody. So a good tonkatsu ramen. Yeah.
So you just want to go out with a bang, literally.
Yeah. If I'm be dead, then might as well go out with a bang. And I love ramen. I love ramen.
Same. I do. I really like ramen as well. Lorente, last meal, brother. What would you do?
Last meal? That is a great question.
A 10-piece combo.
Hey, why you playing? That's man.
Yeah,
but I was gonna say filet mignon.
I just heard the first part of what you said, and I thought you said a titty, and I was like, hey, yo.
Definitely a nice filet mignon, because we went to one of those Brazilian steakhouses where they walk around, different cuts of meat. And then, we've been to Fogo de Chao, but it was somewhere in Memphis. It was a Texas de Brazil, so they're not cousins, but they,
I don't heard that one.
It was pretty good. But when they bought the filet mignon, like whoever was on the filet mignon that night, like they knew what they was doing. They cooked it to the right temp. They don't use seasoning, but it tastes seasoned. Like,
but
they put some salt up on it.
That meat be so good, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that'd be a really good meal.
I actually have a coupon to Fogo de Chao that I need to use.
When's it expire?
In April.
Okay. It's March.
So when y'all going?
No, it's just for one person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I actually like the the buffet at Fogo de Chao better than the meats.
Wow, for real?
Really?
Yes, that bar is so good. And like around this time of year, they bring out the watermelon. That watermelon is that's like the best watermelon of my life. Like I'll go up there and fill up on watermelon and bacon every single time I go
Now
there.
I did the
You
bacon one,
really just
that
gotta
sweet bacon,
embody every stereotype, don't you?
that pig and that dang watermelon.
Wow, no, but it's so good. Have you ever had the watermelon bacon at Fogo de Chao?
I'm not.
Well, you should do
Uh,
it. You should do
I
it
try not
because
to eat. I try not to eat watermelon in public.
why? Oh, because you're black.
Try. I don't want to embody no stereotypes.
It
Well,
depends on which public. It depends on which public, because you've been in a different situation for the past couple of years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
yeah.
You know where I live. Supposed to see me smashing some watermelon. They gonna be like, "Oh, I knew it."
Like they saw King Kong.
Like,
but in
come
the heart,
on, come on.
but in the heart of Atlanta, I can eat some watermelon without no judgment because we all eating watermelon in there. It's just black people
You know what I'm
eating
saying?
that for what the show.
I
So I'm gonna
guess.
eat me the watermelon and the
I guess.
bacon, and I'm gonna get me some
The
lamb chops. When they come around with it, like a typical
All
Atlantean.
right. What's the last question, Lorente?
All right, last question from Tim from Conyers. Tim from Conyers. He asked, "What does mental health mean to you?" Come on, Tim. What's up with all this deep stuff? I know it's Tim. This is guy I work with.
What does mental health mean to you? Oof.
It just means like the day to day, just like your body health, where you're at, like in this moment. You know, if you've been through something, have you overcame it? If you're going through something, are you doing the right things to get you through the other side of that, whatever it may be, and just your general well being of your mind. And are you tense? I know some people that got a lot of tension in their shoulders, so their shoulders are always up. They're high strung. They stressing about this, stressing about that. Or are you, not saying loose, but are you, loose? You're not so tight. So that's what mental health, in my mind, means to me. What about you, Jared? Or DeMarcus? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jared.
I mean, it don't mean that much to me. I've been to a therapist, and that didn't really work out too well. So, the pandemic just told me to just live for each day, like as long as you make it through the day, then make it through the day.
Why didn't your therapist work out for you?
Hey, she was like
might need a
white.
different one.
First of all, the city
Yeah,
gave me
That's what is wrong. That's what is wrong.
might need a
How they
different
gonna relate to you?
exactly. She was white.
I feel
She
like you would
was
do well with the
she was Russian, so there was that a
what?
language thing, and then she was an intern. So I was like,
What kind of public defender
Was
therapist
this
did you
free?
have?
Right.
Yeah, right.
but like everybody else who been to this,
Assigned to you.
yeah, everybody else who been to this therapy place that was part of the place that I worked at has said like therapy was really good, and there was a black person who was my therapist, and I can tell her anything, and she really helped me. So I was like, okay, I'll go
But they
see
ain't
what
give
I
you the
can
black
do,
person.
and I get off work, so yeah, I can go. That thing was horrible. She was expecting me to talk, and I think I actually got worse. Through the
Yeah.
time I
She
was
wasn't the
seeing
right one
her.
for you. She wasn't the right one for you.
Yeah.
You gotta when you looking for a therapist, you gotta take the time to find somebody who you like connect with. You know what I'm saying? It's like dating, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take those free consultations, have those little 15, 20-minute conversations, and find somebody who feels right. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
well,
I
I've
think you
never
would do
dated
well with
either.
I feel like you would do well with either a black gay man, uh, a black woman, and like my last pick for you would be like a white gay man or an off-white gay man.
Why they gotta be gay?
Cause you gay.
Okay, so gay people can only therapise other gay people.
Not only, but it might be
Oh,
there might be a level of comfortability, and they might have similar. They might not have anything like any experiences like you, but there
what that
might be a
man
little
say?
bit of. Relatability.
Yep. What that man say? Everything he just said.
Mm.
Cause you don't
I
be
don't.
talking to me about your gay life. So,
And you might not be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Talk to
yeah, and that's
your
okay.
regular,
And that's
daily,
okay.
straight friends.
But you need to be able to talk about it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And since I'm your boy, I'm your brother, I'll be trying to be that person for you, but I understand if I'm not.
First of all, why do I
Oh.
need to talk about it with somebody? As I said before on this podcast, y'all go to therapists. So if y'all can't tell me what the therapist is telling you to fix your
I'm
problems, to
telling
fix
you what
our
the therapist
problems,
is telling me.
no. If y'all can't tell me what the therapist tells you to fix our problems, then are you even a really good friend? No.
You ain't telling me your problems though, so I can't even take them to my therapist. This is a two-way street, my brother.
Well, you should know what my problems are. Like how long have we known each other? Since like 2009, right?
You never told me your problems for real, Jared.
Well,
and I be asking, and you be like, "Oh, it's not that big a deal. Don't worry about it.
Well,
It's okay."
Well, at this point in our lives, you should automatically know what they are.
Anyway, what was the question?
I have a question. I got a question. It's what does mental health mean to you? It's what does mental health mean?
What does mental health mean to me? Okay, mental health means to me. I agree with some of what Lorante said. It is the same tenets, or similar, very similar to what physical health means, like control, strength, endurance, flexibility. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind has to be just as strong, just as enduring, just as flexible, and you need to have just as much control over your mind and your mental as you do over your body. And I know that looks different for a lot of people, but like it's just as important as keeping in shape and eating right. Like what information you put into your brain, what you watch, what you read, what you listen to, um, what sort of mental exercises do you do? Like, do you use your imagination? Do you think through scenarios? Do you have control? Can you stop? Can you rest your mind like you rest your body? It's very involved and very intentional, and you know either you doing it or you not. And if you're not, because if you're not, well, your brain affected. You don't feel at peace in your own head. That's why you always gotta be doing something and distracting yourself.
I got a question.
Mental health is important.
And I got a question for both of y'all. Seeing how I'm one of your oldest and most dearest of friends, am I invited? No. Am I gonna be in y'all's wedding party?
If we get
You
married,
are my oldest friend.
if we get married,
You are my oldest friend, Jared. You're the oldest friend I have.
Okay.
I think everybody, all my,
old
I think
man,
all my other friends.
I mean, I know that's a lot because Bronson, you know Bronson longer.
No, he said your
No.
oldest.
But
Age,
Bronson is younger than you though.
Oh my God. As I
Oldest.
was saying, am I gonna be in y'all's wedding party? Am I gonna be a
Are you gonna be
groomsman?
in the wedding party? Are you gonna be a groomsman? I have never thought about you as a groomsman. I've thought about getting married, and yeah, I've never thought about you. Like I've like the way I think about it is I pick people from groups that the most influential groups that I've had in my life. Like I pick one person from like my high school group of friends, one person from like my college group of friends, one person from like grad school group of
Seattle.
friends,
Yeah.
etc. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in college there's multiple people because like it can be because it was like different. I had different overlapping friend groups in college, so there's multiple people.
Mhm.
But yeah, Jared, that's crazy.
So let me ask you, it would be like Bronson, JP, and Cam.
Hey, what about Ariel?
No, not Cam. Not Cam.
Really? Not Cam?
Ariel.
Not Cam?
Not Cam. Not Cam. I mean, Cam is my boy. I ain't talked to Cam in a while though, and I need to catch up with him.
Y'all love
but
Cam.
See, damn, JP and like if I can have them both, it depends on how big the wedding gonna be. If I can have both JP and Ariel, I would do it.
And
I would do it.
Okay, so
I would do
just
it.
F me then. What about you, Lorenzo?
Well, I would have Gordon in there to represent all of
to represent what?
RDO.
All of RDO.
Wow. Instead of the person who actually was there for you. and open up their house for you. I guess that I don't even matter, but
Open up their house to me? What do you mean?
Where did you cross?
All right, let's get back to BGE.
So what about you,
All right.
Devonta?
All right. He can't get your name right, so I already know.
Right, that's all I'm saying.
I know the answer.
No,
he can't get your name right.
no. But would I be in your wedding party?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It depends on when the wedding happened.
Wow.
It depends.
Yeah. So that's another no.
Did you want to be in the wedding?
No.
Like
I actually didn't want to even be invited. I'll just send you a.
Oh wow!
He can't be in it. He don't want to come.
Yeah. If I'm not in it, if I'm not a part, if my name's not on the little packet, I'm not even gonna go. I'll just like it on Instagram.
Jared, would you be a flower man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got too many girls. I got too many girls. I can't.
If somebody asked me to be a flower man and they wouldn't, I would do it.
Oh, I'm not asking for nothing.
So I'll be throwing flowers in folks' face.
I didn't ask for
flowers
anything.
in their face.
But
I said, if someone asked me to be a flower man.
Oh. So are you?
If someone asked me to be a flower man, I would do it. Yeah. I would. I mean, no one has asked me, but if someone did, well, I'm be chucking them flowers. Folks gonna be mad. I'm trying to bust somebody's lip.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully we can have a better friendship as this podcast goes on, and hopefully the listeners can see our friendship progress. Because you know, we have known each other for over a decade, but that actually doesn't mean anything. So hopefully our listeners will what was the past decade? So hopefully the listeners will see our friendship progress and they can let us know after they subscribe to Black Geek Energy on whatever platform that they want to subscribe to it on, whether it's Stitcher or Apple or Google Podcasts or Audible or Amazon Music,
Spotify.
and or Spotify, and they could follow us to see our friendship progression, because we the three of us don't have a pitch together, so maybe we're not real friends. So they can
go back to 2012.
No,
find a.
We don't have pictures together.
Find a picture of all of us together.
But if we do, I mean, hey, we can upload it to our Instagram at Black Geek Energy. We can upload it to our TikTok at Black Geek Energy, and we can post it on our Twitter at BGE_pod. So make sure that you like and comment under this episode. Tell us that you like it, or tell us that you don't like how three non-friends can actually be podcasters together, even though they have known each other.
Are you not
for
our
10
friend,
years.
Or are you saying that we're not? That me and Lorante are not friends?
I thought I was. I thought I was. I mean, obviously I'm not. I mean, you only text me in the group chat about this show. Y'all don't text me see how I'm doing outside of this show. The only time we talk is this show.
Is that the sign off? Was that the wrap up?
This is sound like.
I mean, I'm trying to.
You gotta go home. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the.
Anyways,
I ain't gonna listen to this. Y'all ain't gotta listen to this rant. Y'all can shut it off now.
Anyways, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, and that's it. Hopefully we can be better friends next time. Bye.
All right, y'all. Talk to y'all soon.